Hey everybody, this is Transgender.
Hi.
Hey, we're here today. We're gonna talk about something really great. In a world of distractions, how do we stay focused? Um, Me, I like to um, listen to a bunch of different mentors, and as I've been educating myself through my journey and growing and learning and developing, I've realized that like those people that have made it to the top of the hierarchy, that they've been able to successfully focus despite all the distractions going on in life, and that's what differentiates them between people who are unable to make it in whatever they're choosing to pursue, because they've been able to ignore all the unnecessary things or people or dumb affairs in reality that has absolutely nothing to do with their success. And they were able to like focus on themselves and all the things that they care about and are truly passionate about, what is truly important and aligns with what they're trying to do. Like they climbed to the top because they had tunnel vision. They were able to laser focus everything that they wanted on their own like personal ecosystem that they created for themselves based off of their own passion, and they climbed the ladder and they achieved their goals over other people because of that focus. And they're not like competing with anybody, they're not competing with you or people that are less successful. They're just trying to reach a goal and go along their journey and make it, and nothing's gonna get in their way to distract them. So I feel like all the mentors that I've gained knowledge from over the years, like that's like a sum up of it. And how it applies to my life, like I have a schedule that's filled with work and school and staying in shape, spending time with my girl. I have to maintain my home, and I got occasional projects around the house I got to tend to, and my time is split across all those different things. And after all of that's factored in, there's a small window of time that I can choose to spend on anything I'd like to do. Maybe it has I'm gonna allocate that time to all the other things that I just named, and get an extra bit of time in there so I could finish that goal quicker. But sometimes I just want to like catch up on my sleep or rest and go chill on the couch. Sometimes I want to hang out with somebody, but that person that I'm going to hang out with is going to align, or that thing I'm doing, like reading a book or something, that person or thing is going to align with my goals, because I don't want to be spending time. It's almost like if I'm trying to be like a law-abiding citizen, why would I hang out with gang members? You know, like if I have a goal in life, I have to align all the people in my life and the educational material in my life, the mentors in my life, the friends, the people of sphere of influence. It has to align. It has to all be parallel. It all has to be helping me go to the journey. It can't be crisscrossing and contradicting the other thing I'm trying to do, because otherwise I'm distracted on that thing. It's almost like when you see people driving on the highway and they're trying to get to their destination. Well, if you're trying to get to the hospital and get your wife to go deliver a baby or something, are you going to slow down to watch that car wreck on the side and get distracted? Like, I know, babe, I gotta take you to the hospital and deliver this baby. But hold on, we gotta look at what's going on over there. That looks really interesting. That person got pulled over by a cop, and I just want to watch what's happening over there. Let's slow down all the way. That's not how I want to like, that's not the energy I want to bring with me into everything I'm doing. Like every pursuit in my life is going to align with my goals and my target. And I've noticed that ever since I've been able to get a better grip on all of those things, having like a laser focus, I'm able to accomplish so much more. And I feel happy. I feel really like accomplished. I feel I'm chipping away at like the big mountain of possibilities that are in my life, and all these opportunities that are coming to me, I'm able to see it and fully grasp it because I'm not getting distracted or sidetracked or detoured on any other off beaten path. And that different thing or person or pursuit or material, if I just delve into that, I might miss opportunities that are trying to present themselves to me. So, you know, you can't push the gas and the brake at the same time. You got to have your everything aligned, and that's how I do it. So what about you, Bonnie? What are like some of your strategies, or what's your idea about being in this world and there's all these distractions? How do you stay focused?
I'm going to explain all that to you, but first I just want to say that years ago we used to put one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas and called it power braking so we could smoke our rear tires and make a lot of, anyway, enough about that.
It all depends on what you're trying to do.
Absolutely. I was just trying to have a little humor. It's pretty simple for me. I basically am focused, and a good way of explaining it right now, there's probably more noise going on between the TV and the elections, the coronavirus, killer wasps, aliens. I'm just trying to say there's a lot, so it's real easy for us to get unfocused. But when you meditate and you're in quiet, you can hear like maybe a cat or a dog, traffic, the air conditioner coming on, all kinds of things where you have to think about life the same way. And I try to make all my decisions from logic, and I do visualization a lot. I mean, you've heard me say this in videos many times, but visualization for me is I close my eyes, take 3 deep breaths, get myself in a relaxed state, similar to meditating, see myself doing something, accomplishing it, feeling good about it, and then resolving it, whatever it is. And I do that as simple as going in the grocery store, and it's changed my experiences there for the better. But I'm just trying to be so simplistic because the simpler you keep life, I guess my mother used to always say a saying, keep it simple, stupid. And I'm not meaning that say anything about anybody, but what I'm just trying to say is when you let all the noise distract you from your objective, and you know, every day I write down a little goal list, what I'm going to do for today. I have something I'm going to do this week, and I have something I'm going to do next month. But basically, I read it every morning and at night, maybe when I go to bed, so I know what I have to do tomorrow. This way I know what time to get up in the morning, how to structure my day, and I go through my day without a lot of stress. I mean, I kind of row my boat gently with the stream. And I try to make my decisions from logic. And when I have all this noise coming towards me, I take a deep breath. And I might even do some visualization that the day is going to go really, really good, and see how good it's going to go. And then when something happens that distracts me, I'm able to realize, that's a distraction. And then I'm able to put it in perspective and get back on track. And right now I'm pretty much semi-retired, so I don't have a lot going on in life. So it's not as complicated as a lot of people's lives. But my life used to be very, very complicated. And this is the techniques that I used. The more complicated the day was, the more these techniques were something that I couldn't live without. Today, I I got to go to the living room, and from there I got to go to the kitchen, and then from the kitchen. Well, I'm just trying to make a joke that, life has been simpler, and I'm not really out there in the real world because I'm self-quarantining a little bit, which that sends me curveballs. but I can allow that to distract me and get me depressed, get me down, whatever. But no, I find little projects and little things every day, and I keep myself active. I take care of my 16-year-old dog, and she's, I mean, I love doing that. But by staying in the here and now, having an objective, doing some visualization, making my decisions from logic, I get through the day in a pretty good way. I'm done.
That's awesome, Donnie.
Great, awesome.
I really liked how you said that by having, your distractions at bay, you're able to stay from being overwhelmed. You're able to stay stress-free, and that's crucial to being able to achieve our goals. I've noticed that's very crucial. So I see you smiling over there, Raji.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is going to be your turn if you want it to be your turn.
That's fine. Yeah, I can go. I think I just exercised a lot of focus because I don't know if anyone noticed, but I was having problems with my studio here. My camera kept falling. The backdrop fell, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? So I think I just was an example of staying focused while I'm doing a live show, okay? But on a serious note, I love what I've heard so far. I mean, really, the whole thing of like surrounding yourself with people that are going to lift you up as opposed to bringing you down. I mean, that's so powerful. That saying, birds of a feather flock together. If you want to be something, of course you want to be around like-minded people like that. And I love the example that Christian used about like, if you're trying to be a good citizen, are you going to really be hanging out with criminals? And that's so powerful. And just the whole thing of staying laser focused. And when you get off track, knowing how to get back on track and focused again. For me, I think from a very young age, I've always had a sense of your time here isn't an age thing. Like everyone has a reason and a season, and your season could be short, it could be medium, it could be long. Like, it's not an age thing that determines how long you're going to be here on the planet. And I think from a young age, I've had a sense of that. So I'm always in the mindset that today could be my last day, like literally be the last day that I'm here. And so because of that, when I have things to do, I tend to not be lackadaisical about them. And, I tend not to put things off because of that mindset of like, this could be it. Not to say that I'm ready to go, but I'm just saying that you never know when your time is up here. So I think that's the thing that's kind of kept me on focus with important things that I want to get done, and just not being a procrastinator, just making a list and being able to check off things and do it. And one of the most powerful things I think in trying to manifest and achieve goals is to write things down. That's pretty powerful. It's powerful just in the sense of the action of writing it down so you can see it in words, like you can look at it and read it. But it's more than that. I believe that it's taking your thoughts and your goals and your ambitions from your mind and bringing it into the physical by writing it, which then solidifies it in the physical. And that's
bringing it into this dimension.
Yeah, bringing it into this dimension. Exactly. So that's a powerful thing. And just, doing things that make you happy, because when you're happy, you are able to have the energy and, you're motivated to do things. If you're depressed, you're not going to be motivated to do anything. So that's another important thing I think that people can do. So basically, yeah, that's my take on it. And I know in the world that we're living in, it is challenging. It's a challenging time for all of us, but I'm still trying to get things done. I'm still trying to do things.
Never know when your date with death is there on the doorstep.
Can I
Yeah.
add something quick? Raj, when you said about writing down your goals, statistic-wise, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's like 90%. You're 90% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down and read them every day. That's all.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a study done with Yale University students, and that figure, that sounds about right, Bonnie. When you write down your goals, there's a higher chance and likelihood that you're gonna actually make those a reality. You're gonna manifest them. And
Let me write down that the studio won't fall apart anymore on live.
We'll check it.
I want to win the lottery.
Yeah.
now, Ella,
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, you guys have told such a lot of things. I come from a business world. I come from a management world. So project management actually taught me a lot of tools about, keeping on working in the right direction. I've got a very system which I've been using for many years. I don't know if you guys heard about mind mapping. Mind mapping is that you just put in a piece of paper all the things that you want to go. You just go do it completely, what comes to your mind, you just put it in. Don't make it complicated and structured. Just say what you want. Well, I've got my mind maps. I revise my mind maps more or less every month. And on the desktop of my computer, there's where I see my maps every single day. When I turn on my computer, that's where my mind maps are. That's where my goals are. So this helps me a lot. And today, in a normal world, you can more or less preview things and going about things, and you go slowly. By slowly you get there. 2020 has changed everything. 2020 has become probably the most incredible year I've ever seen in my many years experience, and probably the most incredible I will ever see. It started by turning off all my goals around because, coronavirus, travel restrictions, all these things, they were not there anymore. We could not do business. So it forced me to do other things. And that's where you have to be really flexible in life.
Mm.
When you have a big wall in front of you, you have to find a way to contour it. You have to find a way to get through it. So, 2020, I think it's going to be probably my best year ever.
Amen.
that is ingenious,
Probably
Ella.
because I have been challenged. Because, there is so many changes that I have to go through. Still going through it, but, I'm fighting for it. And I am trying to get the best out of it. I've already acknowledged some successes, and the world is not, the year is not finished yet. But yes, never forget what you want, what you're here for, and most of all, write it down and follow your heart and live day by day, because, you never know what's coming tomorrow. It might be the last one, as my good friend Raj said. And it happens to all of us. But fight for what you want to achieve. That is my little piece of advice.
Just to enter there real quick, Ella's published her third book, 2 books. She's got another one she started. She just started a new business on CBD lotions and cosmetics and different things she's going into. She's got, she's on and on and on. if you do what you love and you love what you do, Ellen never works a day in her life, but she keeps busy 7 days a week.
No,
That's
girl, I don't work. I have fun. Sorry.
well, that's the point I'm trying to say. When you find something you love and your passion, it's not working.
I think another achievement that we as gurus have been doing is Transgurus. Today we had another milestone. We have 4,000 followers. We've got almost 3,600 likes, and we started a couple of things. And this is all our team. And thanks a lot for all those followers, all those people. They have grown into my heart like hell because some of them, they're really great people. Thank you very much for following us.
Amen to that. Ella, I thought it was ingenious when you were able to tie in the coronavirus and show this is a huge event that has affected everyone's life on the planet, but you're like how you said, you have to be flexible and adaptable. You're using your goals to motivate you and inspire you to still stay on the path, stay on target, regardless of this huge event that's affecting people's lives. So it's
absolutely.
There doesn't have to be a reason why not to. It could be the reason why to haul ass even harder, to stay on path even more, to grip even harder onto what you want. So, because you never know the consequences of getting the corona. That's exactly what we're all talking about here. You never know when your time's up. Every day's precious. So with that being said, Shannon.
Yes, sir.
Take us away. How do you stay focused in this world of distractions?
Vision. Having vision. And I'm not talking about our optical vision. I'm talking about our inner vision. And I think all of it's touched on our own recipe for achieving a focus. And I like the analogy that you're on the way to the hospital with your wife to deliver the baby, and you don't slow down for distractions on the side of the road. I got a good visual with that, and that parlays into everything. And you look at like a football player that's running down the field towards the goal, and people are trying to tackle the football player, but the focus is so intent on getting to the goal that they're not tackled. And so that's true for all things in life. If we keep a visual focus on our objective, we won't pay so much attention to the mosquito bites and the curveballs that are knock us off balance. It's kind of like several videos ago we were talking about maintaining forward momentum during the peak of the quarantine. And if you're on a bicycle and you have some forward momentum, you're not going to lose your balance. But as soon as you stop, you're going to have to put a foot down to keep yourself upright. And another thing I'm hearing also is passion. Passion coupled with vision and drive equals tremendous horsepower, tremendous drive. And we can have a vision, we can have a goal for ourselves, but there needs to be motivation. We need to be able to turn that into kinetic energy somehow. And so that passion is what gets our blood flowing, that enables us to move forward and to have the drive necessary to not be swayed by the curveballs and people pushing us left or right. And I like where also I think Christian Christian mentioned adaptability and being flexible.
So did Ella.
There's one other thing too. So let's talk about the depth of the human experience, like the depth, like how deep do we live? How deep? I think the more we are committed, the more we hold dear our internal vision, the deeper our life experience will be. And the deeper, it's like we got our claws dug in. The deeper our commitment, the more passion we have towards our own development, the depth of the human experience will also become more, there's just more, you're more alive. Then we spoke about that aura several videos ago. Then your energy field increases, our vibration level elevates. And all these things are all part of this whole package, if you will, of just staying focused, staying committed. And also, it's very important that we be aware of what do we expose ourselves to. I heard many of my other gurus talk about you don't see eagles hanging out with chickens. So it's very important that we surround ourselves with folks that are equal, or the student wants to hang with the professor. The apprentice wants to be associated with the master, as eventually the apprentice shall surpass the master. Christian.
Well, that analogy with the eagles hanging out with the chickens, I personally, I have never seen it. I've only seen eagles hang out with eagles, and eagles that they see the bigger picture. They can see.
Eagles soar high. It's the national emblem of the United States of America.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's right. I wonder whose symbol is a chicken, but I know
it's a French symbol. The French symbol is a chicken. The coq français.
But
I'm sure whoever has the symbol of the chicken, they're probably eating good.
Yes, they do eat good in front.
Yeah, they definitely do get the purpose of the chicken is to get fattened up, isn't it? Grocery shelves.
Hey, laughter is good. Laughter is good.
Yeah, but don't forget, in different civilizations, different pictures have different meanings, and this you have to realize. One has to realize.
That's true.
Yeah. But yes, Shannon, when you were talking about the vision and passion and drive, it's like simultaneous combustion in a car, and then you have horsepower out the wazoo, and now you're able to actually take this American muscle car down the road, and you're able to surpass. You're able to get on your journey a hell of a lot quicker with a hell of a lot more vigor and intensity than just, I don't know, like just, if you lacked one of those elements, it wouldn't be so. It wouldn't be as intense. It wouldn't be, it just wouldn't be the same. So
like taking away the road map on a trip, you don't know where to go without Google Maps, and you just bounce around trying to find it. Whereas if you have a direction, you have a map, you'll get there much quicker.
And then if you have a car plus that map, now you're going to get there even quicker than walking or taking a bike.
But you can still get walking or with a bike.
You can still get there.
Yes,
There's many elements that are necessary to provide for a fulfilled life, and all of these that we're talking about are equally crucial. We spoke about the 3 elements required for fire. You can have as many firewood and oxygen you want, but if you don't have an ignition, you're not going to have any fire. So same with everything that Christian's talking about and what we're all talking about here today. A focused human being has a balance of many, many of these ingredients. And granted, the baskets aren't all equally full, but where one comes up short, another one is there to take up the slack. And we can develop through self-talk and through informing ourselves. We can, some of our baskets, by doing a self-analysis, we can determine which baskets may need more than others. We can learn how to fill the baskets of ourself that need help, that need adding to achieve that fulfillment of life. Christian.
I love it. I just love it all. So I just want to thank every single one of you that are coming out on here, my gurus, and then also everybody that decides to spend their time and include us in your schedule. Thank you so much for coming out and seeing how we stay focused in a world of distractions.
Christina, I'd just like to add something. Please come and see us in Facebook. Please come and say, come to YouTube, subscribe us in YouTube, look at our videos as well in YouTube. We've got lots of people in Facebook, but unfortunately YouTube is a little bit more discreet.
Topics you want us to talk about, because when we do this, we just try to find relevant. But if there are some topics that people really want to hear, there's a lot of people that have been around for a long time, accomplished a lot, been through a lot, that maybe we can share some of our experiences in a particular situation somebody needs to hear about.